Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining us today. My name's Brooke Laser and we're here at Lakewood Chevrolet in Edmonton, Alberta on the corner of 34th and 91st. We're here today to talk to you a little bit about one of our newest vehicles in additions to the Chevrolet team, the Chevrolet Trax. This is one step smaller than our Chevrolet Equinox, which is a fantastic SUV crossover that we have, it's brand new and I'll tell you all about it. We're going to start under the hood here. So with the Trax, it definitely does come in all-wheel drive as well as with the option for front-wheel drive. One of the first things I'll tell you about under here is about the engine. It's a 1.4 liter turbocharged engine. So it's going to handle really nicely, have that extra kick when you want to get up and go, but still have the ability to deliver really great fuel economy. We're somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and just over 7 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway. So a little bit more under here is the, one of the things I want to talk about is the coolant. You'll see that this coolant's actually a kind of a pinkish orange color. Now what that is it's called DexCool coolant, and this is something that is specific to only General Motors vehicles, including Chevy vehicles. So one of the common questions that I get from a lot of people is, well, why should I buy a Chevy over something else? And this is one of the main arguments that I really like to bring up, is maintenance. The cost of maintenance and the frequency of maintenance on a Chevy really truly is a lot less than what you'll find on many other vehicles out there. The coolant, as an example, with this coolant, you only need to change it after, I believe it's 5 years or 250,000 kilometers. And with every other vehicle, you're looking at changing them about every 2 years. So the cost of this is $200. So if we work that out, if you think about the cost of ownership over the first 6 years of the vehicle, with any other vehicle, you're going to be looking at doing it after 2 years, after 4 years, and after 6 years. So adding up to a bill of about $600. With the Chevy Trax or with any other Chevy vehicle, you only have that one interval at year 5 and only have a $200 bill. So $200 versus $600, you know, it obviously adds up and really should be taken into consideration when you're choosing which vehicle to go with. The other thing, you know, something like spark plugs, we know that that takes has less maintenance on GM vehicles, as well as something like the engine oil, which we use Dexos oil, which truly is a higher quality than many of the other oils that are in there, and will have your Chevy running longer and just really shorten those lengthen the service intervals, so how often you have to service your vehicle. Anyways, that's about all for under the hood. Let's take a look around the side and I'll show you a little bit more about this new Chevy Trax. Alright, so here we are along the side and in the back of the Chevy Trax. A couple things I'm going to show you back here. One of the really nice things is if we pull this down, you've got a great little cup holder here or an armrest for the passengers in the back. If you look really closely here, you'll see that this is lined with a really nice rubber substance here. So if you ever do get any leaky drinks or anything like that, you know, any drink along the side of it, then it's really easy to clean up and you don't have to worry about any stains or anything. Another thing that I'll show you too is this really forward-looking outlet that we have here. Now, I know that when I go on longer road trips with my dad and brother, we used to go camping, and my dad would have a big adapter and it would be plugged into the cigarette lighter, and there would be another outlet there, and this would be essentially what was on the end, is just your regular 120 volt outlet. So what they've done is, you know, gone one step further than all of our competition and really provided something that's easy to use, fully wired in there with the 120 volts. Now, something else I want to show you back here is these headrests. A really neat extra thought put into the design here. So you can see they're fully upright right now. So if you have someone sitting back here, easy for them to just get comfortable. But if you ever do want to kick these seats down, or if the driver's ever having trouble, if this is providing a bit of a blind spot, what we can do is we're just going to push it on the side here, and this comes completely down, and you'll see how it's in its completely stored position here. Now, if I can just get you to pan over there, you'll see that one's in the upright position, okay? And they are completely movable. So just another component of flexibility and you know, a great way to really customize your Chev. Anyways, let's look at another part of the Chevy Trax because I know you're just so excited to see it. Follow me. And here we are in the front seat of the 2013 Chevy Trax. One of the first things that I'll show you is this really neat touchscreen we have up front here. So if we turn it on first, We'll go to the home screen here, and it's going to show you the 5 different functions that this that the screen does here for you. So audio is going to take you through basic auxiliary, USB, AM, FM radio. The picture and movie function is actually really neat. Now if I click on it now, because we don't have anything hooked up with the USB, it's just going to show us that there's nothing in there. But what you can do is actually, if you have any videos or pictures on a USB key, is plug that in, and then you'll be able to access it through this full 7-inch color touchscreen. And actually when the vehicle's parked, you can watch full-length movies. Telephone is really neat too. You can hook up your phone, of course, make wireless phone calls and all that other jazz. A lot of these features, you know, they're just standard like all the other vehicles. We're going to have air conditioning, Bluetooth, heated, you know, heated mirrors on some of the models. There's a whole bunch of things that come standard in vehicles, but something that's really unique to the Trax that I want to show you is right under this front seat. Now, there's a little storage compartment actually. If you just pull forward, you'll see there. Whoops, I pulled it a little too far. But there's the compartment right there. So it's a nice little bucket there if you have anything that you know, you want out of sight of people, or just extra storage for something that maybe doesn't fit in one of the other compartments. Extra storage in the front, of course, and in here we have the plug-in for the USB. So a couple of really neat features that we have here in the Trax. Well, thanks again for joining us on this 2013 Chevy Trax walk-around video. I hope you learned a little bit about the vehicle, and I also hope I piqued a bit of interest. If you'd like to see more about the vehicle or come and take one for a test drive, come on by. Again, we're at Lakewood Chev, corner of 34th and 91st in Edmonton, Alberta, and my name's Brooke Laser. You can reach me by email at brookel@lakewoodchev.com, or through our website, lakewoodchev.com, or through our main switchboard, 780-462-5959. Thanks again. Hope to see you soon.